LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Boxing and MMA Show live. Okay, folks. Alexa Grasso, well, she put up on her page that she's back in training, but Alexa been back in training the day after, her fight with Felice Herrig. And I told y'all that's what she was going to do. I tried to tell y'all. Um, and this is probably fastly becoming my most favorite women's MMA fighter. I'm a huge fan of Valentina Shevchenko though. It's kind of hard, but I think if I had to rate them, I would say Valentina, I would say Alexa Grasso, then I would say Jermaine Durandame, I would say Holly Holm. If I had to order, these are my favorite fighters in women's MMA. But I like Alexa because Alexa is she's this up and coming star, but man, she's very easygoing. And even some of the correspondents I've had, just trying to talk back and forth to her is kind of difficult because she don't understand some of like the slang or like the regular speech in English. But she's very appreciative, man. Like she watched the film study videos I did about her, and she was just overly appreciative. And it made me feel good that I could actually do or say something about her that she just like, wow, you know what? Okay, yeah. And that's what she did. She was very appreciative. And then she also shared the film studies, and a lot of people that follow her. A shout out to Sam Ross. He definitely, sent this thing, and the thing, they sent it out, man. Like Alexa really appreciated the film studies, and even she's a very appreciative young lady, and I like the fact that this loss is not affecting her. She's right back in there, and she's in there training and putting that work in, which is what you're supposed to do. Alexa, in my mind, is a true champion, and people still say that this girl is one-dimensional. She can't do this. She can't do that. In the fight, I don't know why they look at the fact that the girl lost. She did some good things, man. Her takedown defense, I thought, was good, considering she fought against a veteran like Felice Herrig. And she also, in the third round, she did a lot of beautiful work. And I think it was a learning experience for Alexa. It was a learning experience. And she is going to come back in her next fight. And she's going to, really step up her game. And she's going to do exactly what she is. She's talented. And, guys, I'm a coach, and I break these fights down. I look at fights. I look at 4 or 5 fights a day, just breaking down fights and really talking about skill sets. I may not know history, a lot of that stuff. I don't know that stuff. But when you talk about, like, skill sets, yeah, I actually understand skill sets, and I really appreciate the art in which Alexa Grasso possesses. I mean, definitely, man. And I don't mind covering her because, now she follows my channel, and it's like, wow, okay. So she is paying attention, and she knows, man, that people are supporting her. And I know she was down. She was feeling down because you would think some of the same people, your same countrymen, that you think would support you, a lot of those people, and there are a lot of people that do support Alexa, but she was actually hurt that so many of her countrymen were just leaving some of these negative comments. But she handled it. She handled it like a true champion. I mean, she didn't let it get to her, and she addressed everybody she could. I mean, the girl is a good person. She really is a good person underneath, being a fighter. And if I was Alexa, I would have been like, look, don't be addressing and explaining to a lot of these people. No, you don't have to explain. You don't have to explain. Look, you're a fighter. And fighters, you're not going to have a good fight every time you fight. That's just not how it is in mixed martial arts. And there are very few people like a Floyd Mayweather, like a Joe Calzaghe that every time they just win. They're very few. It's less than 1% of the people that fight that stay undefeated. And in mixed martial arts, your rate of being undefeated is very high. I mean, it's not very high. You're going to lose because you're dealing with so many arts of martial arts. You're dealing with it. But, I even looked at some of her training video, man. I mean, she's going hard. And, I can't wait to see who they're going to match this girl up with next, okay? But I'm hoping that they give her another good opponent because I think this time she's going to go in. Maybe, even the winner of, Marion Renault and Betch Correia, that'd be a good fight, because I'm going to tell you, I'm a fan of Marion Renault too, boy. And Marion Renault, man, Marion is putting in some serious work for Betch Correia. And I'm actually drop that video later on today, man. Marion Renault is going to get it. But shout out to Alexa Grasso, man, for coming back and getting this thing done. And she didn't let the negative comments, man, just affect her, man. Like that's why I like this kind of fighter. She's not talking about retiring, and it's a good thing, man. It's a good thing. And, her training partner, Irene Aldana, they're both putting in lots of work. And no, she don't need to leave Lobo MMA. And that's the dumbest thing I ever heard, okay? See, why is it, man? Why do people want people to go to these very, very big teams? Like I look at Valentina Shevchenko and Pavel. Pavel, a lot of people don't really know about Pavel unless you're in the MMA world. Like Pavel is a silent guy. I know who Pavel is, and I'm sure people who know mixed martial arts, they know Pavel. I'm talking about the casual fan probably don't. And, Team Shevchenko, you can verify that for me or not on the channel. Now, I don't think a lot of people know. Pavel is quiet. He don't say a lot. But this guy runs a tight ship. Pavel not sitting in there, laughing with them, man. He ain't Pavel in there. Look, I don't care if you hurt. Get this work done. I don't care if you're tired. Get this work done. That's what it is at Lobo. I think she needs to stay with who got her to the top, and they're going to continue to do a good job. I ain't seen no indication that Lobo MMA don't know what they're doing. They do know. They do know. And Alexa even said it wasn't the training, it was her. And shout out to her too, man, because she can actually acknowledge that it's not her trainer's fault. So many fighters, they put it on their trainers. They blame the trainer. But Alexa didn't do that. She said, look, this loss was my fault. So shout out to Alexa Grasso. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. Subscribe.